These are confusing times. Recently, Russia has seen several deaths shrouded in ambiguity, leaving everyone clueless about what's happening. Now, another well-known Russian figure has passed away. The liberal media is simply labeling it as suicide. But there are some dark clouds of suspicion. This recent trend of suspicious suicides is being committed by those who are stakeholders in geopolitical histories and, more crucially, in rivalries among world powers. This is the story of a man who had once sparked unrest in the West and was possibly in the crosshairs of secret authorities. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Atul Mishra, and if you haven't subscribed to the TFI Global channel yet, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates. Let's begin. The chairman of Russia's second largest oil producer, Lukoil, Ravil Maganov, passed away on Thursday after mysteriously falling from a hospital window in Moscow. According to Russian agencies, Maganov committed suicide after he was admitted to the hospital due to a heart attack. The global media is simply marching around the flag and labeling his sudden demise as suicide. In the midst of his death, colleagues of Maganov lamented his departure and reminded everyone that it was because of Ravil Maganov that Lukoil became a juggernaut private firm in Russia. Even Lukoil in its statement stresses that it was Maganov's managerial talent that it had evolved into one of the world's largest energy firms. Maganov started working for the private oil company in 1993 and he became chairman of the company just 2 years ago. Furthermore, he was given a Lifetime Achievement Award by President Vladimir Putin for his constant devotion to Lukoil's expansion. His sudden death comes as a shock to Russians. A leader with such an immense career and contribution has all of a sudden left the company in the doldrums. However, he is not the first such Russian to commit suicide. After the start of the Ukraine war, you might be surprised to know that many Russian oligarchs have committed suicide before Ravil Maganov, and that too under suspicious circumstances. At least 6 other Russian businessmen, most with ties to the energy industry, have died suddenly in the past few months. Some of them are Novatek's former manager Sergei Protosenya was found dead alongside his wife and daughter at a Spanish villa in April. Former vice president of Gazprom Bank Vladislav Ivev was found dead with his wife and daughter in their Moscow flat also in April, whereas Lukoil tycoon Alexander Sabotin was also found dead due to heart failure, reportedly after seeking alternative treatment in May. Yet Ravil Maganov's sudden death remains an exception, as he was close to Putin and responsible for Lukoil's massive expansion in the West. Under Maganov, Lukoil expanded tremendously. The company expanded seemingly in nations like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Italy, Mexico, several African nations, and the United States. Lukoil had active refineries in Europe before the Ukraine war. Lukoil had plans to become a major energy company in the United States. The company entered the US back in 2003 at a former Getty gas station on Manhattan's 10th Avenue. At that time, then Senator Charles E. Schumer celebrated Lukoil's takeover with Vladimir Putin with the hope that the United States would finally break free from dependence on OPEC nations. Later on, Lukoil started to expand its foothold in America. Years later, Lukoil quickly acquired hundreds more gas stations, primarily ExxonMobil outlets in Pennsylvania and New Jersey due to antitrust concerns. This was also a moment when Pentagon has alerts ringing down its corridors due to Lukoil's fast expansion. Later on, it was revealed that Lukoil has plans to build an oil refinery in the US and ship oil straight from Russia, which would give it a pricing advantage. This was the exact moment when Lukoil became a stinging headache for the United States of America. In 2014, the US sanctioned Ravil Maganov and other entities, restricting Lukoil's expansion. The sanctions barred the provision of certain services and advanced technologies to Lukoil and several other Russian energy companies. The US took a complete U-turn over the company, citing that Lukoil is up to no good and it wants to take control of the country. The West even sparked speculations that Lukoil is an acquisition target for Rosneft, so the company would eventually get state-backed. Lukoil didn't give up. Despite the sanctions, the business maintained its commitment, and finally, on the first day of the Ukraine war in 2022, Lukoil struck another agreement in the United States distressing the Pentagon. Lukoil, through a third-party deal of $435 million plus, purchased a shallow water oil and gas field in Mexico's Bay of Campeche. The USA's sole goal for many years was to weaken Russia's energy industry. However, despite tremendous efforts, it has failed miserably. The expansion of Lukoil is one such example. However, America always has a card up its sleeve. People who attempted to take a stand against America have either been slain or assassinated, either by invasion or by secret authorities like the CIA. The CIA has attempted to assassinate prominent international leaders. One such significant incident is the assassination attempt of late Fidel Castro, the president of Cuba. Since 1945, the US intelligence service has been successful in assassinating or deposing several leaders in various parts of the world, either directly or more frequently via the use of dissidents, local criminals, or friendly local soldiers. America is aware that if you kill a rival's golden goose, he will never be able to succeed. Ravel Maganov was one such golden goose for Russia. Nevertheless, according to Russia, this was simply another suicide. However, due to the USA's dark history of infamous assassination attempts, everything continues to be shrouded in mystery. What could be the truth? We leave it upon you.